Lee, Orf. That video stream. It was from Hammerlock Stadium, right? What in the world did the chairman do? I don't know. But everything he was saying yesterday, did you really pull this crazy stunt to solve some problem 1,000 years in the future? I've got to go see what's going on. I'm the champion. I have to go. I should have realized what the chairman intended to do before it came to this. I will take responsibility for fixing this mess. This is real champion time. Alright, you go save the world and something like that. But Lee, you're terrible at directions. What if you get lost along the way? I want to help my brother, Orf. I've got to. But I can't even manage to beat you, so what sort of help could I ever be? Just give it your best. But what? What can I even do? Hold the phone. The chairman was talking about the darkest day. That's the thing when the sky went all dark once, ages and ages ago, right? What does he mean? He's bringing that about. But where did we even hear that name? That statue of the hero. That statue of the hero in Modestoke. Sonia said something back then, didn't she? Though it turned out to be wrong since there were actually 2 heroes and all that. Still, those 2 managed to bring an end to the darkest day with a sword and shield Pokemon. Sonia thought the Pokemon might still be sleeping somewhere, though, right? We should try to find them, Orf, but where to start looking? Back home in Circhester. Postwick. You sure about that? I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me. I don't know my towns, okay? Sonia thought the Pokemon might be sleeping somewhere, though, right? You should try to find them, Orf, but we should start looking. Okay, back in the Slumbering World. That's it, Orf. It's gotta be in the Slumbering World. That illusion you tried to fight off that day, it must have been one of the Pokemon that are supposed to be sleeping there. Let's go back to the Slumbering World. If we're lucky, we can find something that can help. Huh? What if in hop? I completely forgot about the championship match. What are you 2 doing here? Have you been watching news at all? This tournament is off, Sonia. The chairman saw to that, and sending the entire region into a state of havoc. Huh? What? What happened while I was researching things in the Slumbering World? Well, for sires, there's a great black storm or something raging over Hammerlock Stadium. What are they calling it? The darkest day? It's thrown everything into disarray. Still, I'm not for sure... Sorry, I'm sure we don't need to worry too much. The unbeatable champion will take care of everything, won't he? Hold on a tick, ma'am. Did you say the darkest day? The darkest day is the name for the black storm that nearly brought the Galar region to ruin in ancient times. So, what are you here for, Orf? I'm here to search for the sword Pokemon. I suppose if the legends are true, the shield and sword Pokemon will be able to prevent the darkest day from coming to pass. They may be just what we need to beat back the black storm. Okay, here, take this. You should head to the Slumbering World. I'll catch up to you once I'm done looking into something that's been bothering me. Yay? Question mark? All that matters is that you do what you can. You've become a fine Pokemon trainer, after all. And now we're here in the well. Ready for this, Orf? I wonder if we'll head straight into the Wall of Fog again. Not that it'll bother us now. We've both grown loads stronger and have our own Pokemon. Going into the forest after Wooloo that day. It was the start of everything, wasn't it? A legend beginning, really. I reckon we're about to see what we'll see will be pretty legendary itself. Let's head and add another page to our tale. So much for starting off an episode. So heading on back here in the forest. Things are, well, a little bit different from way back when. For one, Grubbin are now more common here, so funny. How it's just like, hey yeah, Grubbin, I'll go ahead and catch this and add this to the team. And it turned out to be a very powerful force indeed. So heading back through the forest, just stay on the outskirts and you'll be fine. So, way back here on the first day, a thick fog had prevented us from going forward. And now, as the woos will begin to set in, it is time for us to head into the real Slumbering World. Here in the back, we have ourselves Mooney here, which are quite a bit more common here. So, if you don't want to head for annoying day, you can go ahead and catch them here. Next up, Weezing are also here, which are also pretty good Pokemon. Very defensive and all that stuff. So yeah, so heading onto the forest, it's a foggy mess. And also Orbeetles are here. Right to Reader Soul is a Life Orb, very powerful item. It'll cost HP, but you'll do a lot more damage. Next up, heading upstream, we're met with a wall here, so it's a bit of a foggy maze, so yeah. I'll be honest, this is actually the true final dungeon of the game. So yeah, so the Pokemon here, they are strong. Well, strong by like level 40s, but they're pretty up there, I guess. Okay, I don't really need to play with this. So yeah, if you need some strong Pokemon, here you are, but once again, you're better off just going to the Lake of Outrage. Alright, full restore there. And now heading on through this pathway, I forgot the pathway forward. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter too much here. Here we get ourselves a Mental Herb. Shakes off status moves, I guess. So yeah, it's really good if you're running like close combat and everything like that. So heading across here, we get ourselves a little bit of a platform here. Heading on across. Hello there, Muna. But yeah, I do kind of like this portion of the game a little bit. I mean, it's just randomly shoehorned in. But I do like going back to an early area and having a different context going through here. Before it was just like saving Wooloo, and now it is here to save the world. It's just like that little domino effect. So right here we get ourselves TM86 Phantom Force. A pretty decent move, I guess. It's a 2-turn move. First turn it charges up and you vanish. Second turn you hit. It's to protect, which is also pretty cool. And is actually kind of useful in a roundabout way for the final boss. Otherwise, heading on through the forest, here we get ourselves a Smoke Ball. Used to evade things, so yeah. Also, one other thing to note, though. Yeah, Stunfisk are here. I actually did not know this on my first bout here because bikes are just so overpowered, but it's just like, hey, yeah. Chompy chompy, I guess. And I guess Weezing here too. So yeah, another thing I should mention though is that, well, you have to use an escape rope if you want to get out of the forest. Okay, yeah, you do that. Alright then, so yeah, it's not really much of a dungeon, if at all. Standing back here, there's nothing really else here, so the only way forward is this way. What's with this fog? It's even worse than the first time we came here. So, I brought a friend. They really are here. The Sword and Shield Pokemon. I knew it. Hey, where are you going? We need your help over here. You two? What in the world are you doing? What? Come off it, Sonia. You must have seen that, right? Those Sword and Shield Pokemon. They were right there in front of us. But then they disappeared into the forest. Are you sure you haven't lost the plot? There's no one here but the two of you. What? Then, were those just illusions or something? Listen, I dug into some literature from other regions, and I finally found something. Mentions of the Sword Pokemon Zacian and the Shield Pokemon called Zamazenta. Those writings were the two Pokemon that were born somewhere beyond the Slumbering World. Sometime long, long ago. Did they really? Sonia, thanks for digging into it. Even if it's just an illusion, however, we did manage to find that Pokemon again. Maybe the Sword and Shield are the two used to carry are still here too. Alright then, so with that all done, now we head in a little bit deeper. Zacian and Zamazenta. They may have been sleeping in the Slumbering World right next to your hometown all this time. Maybe that's why no one's ever entered the deepest parts of this forest for so long. Yeah, we've been kind of a little cheap about it, so yeah, so I guess there's some fishing spots here, I guess, if you want to. It's not really too prevalent, so with this, let's go ahead into the deepest part of the world. We should take a look at that, Orph. Now that's something you don't see every day. This place definitely feels like the stuff of legend. The old shrine, I guess. It's actually a really cool shrine. I wonder if we'll pull the Master Sword here. Kinda seems like that. See that, Orph? The sword and the shield. The legends really were true. Alright then, so we have ourselves an old sword and an old shield. That settles it. I'm taking the shield. Though, wow, would you look at the state of this thing? It seems like it might fall into pieces if you so much as look at it funny. I don't know if these rusty old things will really be able to stop the darkest day, but... well, I guess it can't hurt to have them along. Let's hope they bring us some good luck. Maybe the Pokemon themselves really are still asleep somewhere. It seems like we're on our own if we want to go help Lee. This is all the help we've got. Alright then, so... we have ourselves a little beautiful shrine here and a background. I really like this area. It's like, hey, yeah, this game's ugly. Me, point to this area. You think so? You just have to go and look for something other than, well, the negativity. Just gotta look for the positives, I guess. So what if the game isn't quite as you want it? Nothing is really perfect. You just have to accept that and, yeah. I guess with this all done, it's time for us to send our legend. If anyone's gonna help Lee now, I guess it's just you and me, mate. He's probably still at Hammerlock Stadium trying to keep the darkest days stuff at bay. What do you say, Orph? Wanna grab a flying taxi and head out there? Let's go because we'll have to, actually manually get out here. It's a lot faster just to talk to him. Then let's go head out of this gloomy forest and fly back to Hammerlock. Well, if it isn't Hop and Orph. It's a real shame the way things have turned out. You make it all the way to the championship match and then something like this has to happen. And Chairman Rose thinking that the energy poured into the darkest day would somehow be the key to saving Galar's future. It all seems a bit mad if you ask me. I can't follow how all this is supposed to work. Well, I don't care if I'm going up against the darkest day of the chairman or what. I'm going ahead if I'm going to help my brother. And he's gone. That Hop never changes. Always in a rush about something, isn't he? The key thing is that no one's been harmed. We gym leaders work together within the city's Pokemon. We've got everyone evacuated. And you're fixing to help out the champion to save everyone in the Galar region. Of course I am. The greatest ever champion and the greatest ever challenger, along with his fiercest rival, all teaming up against the darkest day. I almost feel sorry for it. Go on then, our great challenger, into Hammerlock Stadium with you. So yeah, so the cities, they have changed a little bit. Mostly that nobody's going to be outside into the stadium. And I think they all say some different things, I think. If you try... No, the doors are... Nope, never mind. Yeah, they don't really care what's going on here. But yeah. It's a little bit of a darkest day. I wish that they had more special effects here, but eh. Now, this is what I call a proper dungeon. Too bad things are going to be a little bit differently. I mean, this would make for a hell Final Dungeon material, but... we'll get to that when we get to that. Next up, I want to make my way back here to the wild area because things are going to be changing now. I want to find a quick beam real quick and see if they spawn yet. Okay, they haven't spawned yet. Okay then, so I'm just going to say this now. The wild area is going to be changing further on now. Once you head into the darkest day and resolve that, the wild area is going to be changed pretty soon. Mostly that the Pokemon are going to become a lot stronger after this, and that you'll be able to farm Watts a lot more easily. So yeah, I just want to make note of this. I couldn't remember if it was before or after the darkest day that everything changes. So yeah, so good time to visit the wild area, I guess, but a better time will be in a little bit. So I guess into the darkest sandstorm or so. One last thing I should mention though is that if you have any Pokemon that evolve at night, now is a good time to do so because, well, it's nighttime across the region, so if you need like a Frostmoth or an Umbreon and you want to evolve it, now is a good time, but that all done. Hammerlock Stadium awaits for us once again. The setting for the climax of the story. Next time in Pokemon Sword and Shield, we head in and meet our destiny. I will see you all then.